This one simple strategy on NQ has changed my life, and I'm going to show you guys how I use it step by step, not overcomplicating things. There's a lot of people out there who like to complicate things for no reason. Trading should not be complicated. You have all these trading gurus who like complicate everything, throwing fancy terms, making it sound like more complicated than it actually is. They do that so that the new traders hear it and they're like, "Oh my God, this guy clearly knows something." I mean, it just makes it sound like they know more than what they're actually saying, right? So I'm not all about that. I'm just gonna show you guys straight up the simplest strategy that you would probably ever learn. So first things first, the strategy is a orb strategy. First thing you do on NASDAQ, on NQ futures, you go to the 15-minute time frame and then you look for the 8 in the morning candle Eastern time, right? So 8 a.m., let's go here. Now you grab your rectangle and your magnet. You grab the candle from the very top to the very bottom, right? Okay. All right. Now you drop down to the 5 minute. I also use high and lows of previous sessions, whether they're tested or not. So I'm going to go ahead and mark these out real quick. All right, now most traders usually don't mark out levels that already have been tapped, broken through, etc. But I still do. This is just my style. So let me just show you the indicator. So to activate this indicator, you search up FXN Asian session range, you turn it on, and yours is gonna look completely different. So I'm gonna give you guys the settings. Feel free to pause the video. Now the colors, you can choose whatever colors you want. You don't have to copy my colors. But Asia, London, and New York, right? So you mark out previous. So this previous London, previous Asia, and previous New York, right? So first thing you do is you have the orb, you drop down to the 5 minute, you mark it out on the 15-minute time frame. You drop down to the 5 minute, and now what you wait for is a break to the upside or to the downside, right? Okay. So here you can see we broke to the upside. It was still not market open. So I wait for market open. I wait until 9:30, and that's whenever the volume picks up because that's the stock exchange open. So what do? I'm expecting for it to go back down towards the middle, preferably the middle, and then I enter longs, assuming we're both to the upside. If we break to the downside, then we would go down and then wait for it to tap the middle again and then continue down. But in this case, we broke to the upside, right? So I'm already thinking, okay, well then we're gonna go longs, right? And as soon as market opens, I wait for my confirmation. My confirmation being once we tap the middle, I slightly want it to go like this, right? So, oops, wrong. So longs right here, right? I typically use a 25-point stop, and my take profit is usually 50 or the next level. I usually take profits around 50 due to my consistency rule, but if I don't have a consistency rule, then I would target this high or this low, right? Okay. So what I wait for is for the market open candle. It's usually the market open candle. Sometimes it's the 940 candle, etc. Right. So I wait for the wick to go down and then start going back up. Just to be safe sometimes, depending on the volume. So that's whenever I would consider entering longs, TP, stop loss right there, 25 points, TP this high right here. Boom, and just watch it play out. So in this case, you can see perfectly rejected off the middle and tap this again. And then here's another. This is my main model, the 8 a.m. orb, right? That's my main model. However, I do have this other model that I typically use whenever we're far away from the zone, where we're too far away. So like let's say price is all the way up here and it's not going back down there. I usually mark out these highs and lows even though they have been tested before. And what I wait for is for it to tap, it, wick above it, close below, next candle, do the same thing. Tap it, go above it, start rejecting, and then you can, enter the position where it's indicating, right? All right, so let me just summarize one more time. You go to the 15-minute time frame, you mark out the 8 in the morning Eastern time candle. So I'm not sure what time that is for you. So just convert Eastern time to your time zone on the 15-minute time frame, right? So you mark it out on the 15-minute time frame. You mark out your highs and lows, previous highs and lows, only previous highs and lows with this indicator. You can do it manually, but with the indicators is more quicker. And I already gave you guys the settings. So that what you wait for is for a break to the upside or the downside, and then a retest towards the orb. Preferably, I like the middle, but you can enter off the top, the bottom, the middle, up to you. But what I do is enter off the middle, and then I use these levels as price targets. And if I don't have a good setup for the orb, I could take these bounces, these rejections, and these bounces off these highs and lows. So that's basically, it's super simple. This video really shouldn't be longer than 5 minutes. And if it is, it's because I'm just trying to make you guys understand, trying to say it as detailed as possible so you don't have to watch another video. I'm going to give you guys a trade recap that I took today. So I took this trade right here. So we broke to the downside, right? And then you're like, wait, well, why did you go longs if it broke to the downside? First of all, as soon as market opened here, I saw it rejecting clearly off this high. Sorry, off this low. That's 100 points right there, right? So I told myself, okay, we're rejecting off this low, and we're gonna. I was hoping we would go for this low at this time. Eventually we did, but you know, not at the time. So that we started going back up. I told myself, okay, we're gonna tap the middle and reject to the downside and then go shorts. So then I told myself, first of all, I'm not gonna enter off the middle because we have a very close high right here. So it's very close. So if I were to enter off the middle, it can easily go towards this high and it would stop me out. So I waited for that. So as soon as it went up towards it, it just kept pushing through. It just kept going up and up and up and up. So I told myself, okay, then, if we're gonna get a strong close above this level and the orb, I would flip my bias to longs. So what did it do? It closed above, next candle, wigged back down, perfectly tapped the middle, went below it, and as soon as it started going back up, I entered, put my take profit around 50 points, stop loss around 25 points, and boom, absolute banger today. Price did go up around 150 points or so, but I secured my profits with 50 points. So if you guys have any questions about the strategy, you can join my Discord or you can leave a comment here on YouTube and I'll go ahead and answer you. So that's about it, guys. Thank you for watching, and I hope this explained. And I hope this is the only video that you have to see, even if you had to watch multiple times to understand. So, all right, guys, thank you for watching. Peace out. Also, guys, I forgot to mention that this strategy is super simple and it's like a scalper strategy. So, a lot of people stay into the charts until like the end of the session. Not me, though. I am usually 99.99% of the time, I am done by around 10, 10:30 Eastern. that means I only trade for 1 hour a day, whereas other people trade for 5 hours a day. They're on the charts there all day, every day. Not me. I'm 1 hour and that's it. So this is why I love this strategy, because you make your money, so you either hit take profit or you hit stop loss very quick and you just go on about your day. Whereas if you stay on the charts for 5 hours, I mean, that's already like the whole morning. You already wasted your morning. Well, not wasted, but you know what I mean, right? So this is why I love this strategy. Beautiful strategy.